Hey everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm Bill. We're logged on to PilotEdge, and it's been a while since I've flown the real plane due to a variety of circumstances. So tomorrow, going up with the CFI, it's a friend but still a CFI, and I wanted to do a little brush-up flight before doing the real thing on PilotEdge the day before. So just going to casually fly down to Montgomery Field from John Wayne. Very simple, relatively short flight, but try to take it as realistically as possible and just kind of go through the normal flows. Still no checklist, but I want to go through the normal flows. That way when I do introduce a checklist in the real plane, I'm not fighting against myself basically, that I have the flow kind of more recent in my brain, and reinforcing it with the checklist. So the plane that I fly is an Archer. It's this exact plane. This is the livery, which is why it says Archer on the side, and this is an Arrow, the Just Flight Arrow, but the panel is almost identical, and in fact I'm going to switch it from the 530 back to the GPS 100 here. So the radio stack is normal because we are slant uniform in the plane. Yeah, but it's nice to have a plane in the simulator that's relatively close to the plane that I fly in real life, because we get to do stuff like this and kind of brush up. There's no muscle memory. There's no practicing the actual feeling of flying the plane. This is just procedural and, just getting my brain into flying mode again after not flying for a while. So I still stream and use the simulator multiple times per week, but they're kind of more fun, and I'm not really focused on it from this perspective. So this is actually kind of focusing a little bit more on the flying rather than the streaming part. So anyway, let's get this thing started up. Parking brake should be set down there. Looking at the little parking brake, that's set. So let's get batteries on. We'll get beacon on. Mixture and props, we'll bring those up. And I'm gonna not put the gear. We'll get it primed, so we'll go through that situation. Check to make sure that we have fuel on. Nope. Okay, so we got fuel. We've got mags are off. We've got fuel. The throttle set. Fuel mixture is up. Looks good. And look out. Good startup. Luckily, the plane that we fly starts up super nicely. Let's get the RPMs down here and lean it out. It's a carbureted plane, and the plane that I got my private on, which was a 172S, that one was such a pain in the ass to start. But the carbureted plane, every carbureted plane that I've flown seems to usually start up a little bit nicer for whatever reason. Prozac pain, it's good. It's not like a rep realism expansion pack on the startup, so you can start it up pretty easily. But which I like. I would rather have the simulated plane just start up easily and not worry about a particular startup method that they're trying to code in there. Just let the thing start up, let it fire up. What's up, Cole? So let's get the ATIS, even though we're in ATIS Zulu. But when as I get everything set up here, we'll just confirm that we're on PilotEdge.
Right. Visual approach is in use.
And let's
VFR
get
departures,
the
contact, clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is
it doesn't Prozac pain. That's where the X-plane version was as well, and I much prefer that. just let the thing start.
Wayne
The
Airport.
rep
This
pack
information
172
via
for X-Plane was
2353 Zulu.
such a
Wind
pain in the butt to
230
start if it wasn't
Visibility
perfect,
10.
and that's just not
View clouds
realistic.
at 3,000
The plane in real
to
life,
5,000 scattered.
you know, a carbureted
Temperature
plane, most of the time they
18,
start up
2.9er.
pretty
Altimeter
pretty
299
nicely.
or
So
7.
it just enables
Arriving
you
and departing runway 20
it
left.
enables you to go through your startup procedure if you've got one for a particular plane rather than their startup procedure. And that's what I like. So I can go through and prime it and, you know, set the mixture and set the throttle kind of where I want it to, without having to worry about their particular, you know. The rep pack was just so finicky. It was kind of annoying. Okay, so then we're going to be 128.1 and we're going to squawk something. Okay. Jolly Clearance, good afternoon, Cherokee 83364. Information Zulu, like flight following to Montgomery Field at 3,500 via the Newport departure.
That's our last calling on entered taken.
Yeah, it was Cherokee 83364, information Zulu. We'd like flight following to Montgomery via the Newport departure at 3,500.
Right, 2364, John Wayne clearance. On departure, flighting 150, maintain VFR below 2,400. Departure, can see 128.1, squawk 4357.
4357. On departure, it's left turn 150 out of below 2,400. Departure frequencies on 28.1, squawking 4357, Cherokee 83364.
4364, read back correct.
Okay.
Last call 176.
Alright, so let's get this thing
Departure last 170.
zeroed out. So there is that zeroed out, and then our departure heading is 150. So we're gonna 150 is right there, and beacon code is 4357. 4357. There we go. I don't know if it actually drifts. It hasn't from what I've seen, but I'm not sure if they built that into it or not. It doesn't seem to. The DG, I don't think it, because I think they're connected to each other internally. So, all right, 20.8 is ground frequency. So now that we're ready to taxi, give them a call. John Wayne ground, Cherokee 83364, parked at Jay's, information Zulu, taxi to tower run-up.
Alright, 2364, John Wayne ground, tower taxi via Bravo.
Tower run-up via Bravo, Cherokee 83364. Okay, we'll get 4-flight out of here. What's up, Cultivator? Brakes good. Little Saturday night fever. Okay. So we're just gonna pop down Bravo.
Hello, fellow Skyhawk.
What's up, Nuke? Pop down to the run up here down Bravo. Does look pretty good, doesn't it? Okay. So we're gonna play the destination by ear tomorrow. Montgomery is really high up there because we've got instrument approaches if we need it. It's been really overcast, marine layer, and kind of weird in the last week or so. So the original plan was to go to Santa Paula, which is still in the cards if the weather looks like it's going to be nice tomorrow. Otherwise, Montgomery is an easy one to pop down to. We got approaches on either end, and like ceilings, I think we're at 2100 right now in Montgomery, so that would be, that'd be pretty easy. And they've got a really great restaurant on the airport there, and that is obviously an important factor when you're flying to lunch. I will never pass up Cafe Machado. Okay, let's flip her around here.
Two zero right.
Thank you, ForeFlight. All right, so let's get control check here. That looks good. Go on their side. That looks good. Let's look behind us. How's that elevator treating us? That looks good as well. Brakes are set. Let's enrich in the mixture. Let's get the prop coming up. Or sorry, the RPMs coming up.
Henderson ground, Skyhawk 734 Bravo Tango is clear. What's on right at Foxtrot for taxi to
Right's good.
the terminal.
That's good. Check the prop. Good. Good.
Report Bravo Tango taxi via Alpha and remain in frequency FBI.
Good. Check idle.
Alpha, remain in frequency, and good night. 34 Bravo Tango.
Idle looks good. Fuel flow looks good as well. Yep, that looks good. 20, there we go. Sweet. Johnny Ground, Cherokee 83364, continue.
Number 364, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, Cherokee 83364. Sweet, okay, so... I still, even though I pretend like they're not there, I still, if it's close, we'll try to dodge the little taxiway lights. Those are so ridiculous. Okay. Mixture back a little bit. It's definitely not a plus. I don't think they've addressed it in anything that I've seen either, but I know that they're updating the SDK to make it easier potentially for airports to be modified. So I would imagine that it is a per airport customization that needs to happen. So someone will have to come into John Wayne and hand replace those taxiway edge lights. So I think that's probably part of the roadmap in updating their SDK to allow that to happen. Because right now, from what I understand, and that is so far from my wheelhouse, that it is just a difficult thing to happen, to manually update right now. Let's do it. Jolly Tower, Cherokee 83364, holding short 20 right at Kilo.
Right 3364, Jolly Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20 right at Kilo, Cherokee 83364. All right, let's go. Lights, camera, action, fuel pump is on.
Approaching runway 20 right.
So part of my
Entered
flow
runway 20 right.
in the real plane is
5,300 feet
thank
remaining.
you very much, thank you. Part of my flow in the real plane is on that action when I give it full, mixture full rich. I make sure to check the fuel pump is on. That is a difference in these Pipers versus the 172 on takeoff. Okay, gear up, prop back. And we'll just get, John Wayne would usually give me an early turnout approved on that. So we'll just simulate that early turnout approval. And climb out. We can climb out a little fast. Might as well plan another bush trip since I'm sitting here. That one looked super fun in Washington, Cole. Made me want to go load up a little bush plane there too. Dude, it sounds amazing too, Prozac. Oh, it's just awesome. It's unbelievable how they nailed the look of this. And I don't know. It's not really a they nailed the look of it. It's just a how much it looks exactly like the real thing. And it just feels like my brain just feels like it's doing it. Coffee night would be pretty fun. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Marine 3364 radar contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure Cherokee 83364. SoCal, good afternoon. Cherokee 83364, 1,800 climbing restricted.
83364, SoCal departure, cancel out the restriction, reason 1 navigation.
ONAV and altitude Cherokee 364. Alright, so we're going to go up to 3,500 and we're going to play by the San Diego Bravo rules. I'm not going to request a Bravo clearance, even though you absolutely will get a Bravo clearance. And usually going to Montgomery, you'll get the Bravo clearance on the next controller. They'll give it to you, and that's usually approaching that restricted area in San Clemente. That's where they'll typically give you the Bravo clearance. So they get you pretty deep. Sometimes it's the first check-in. If they've consolidated a little bit, you might get it on that first one. But oh no, you still get, yeah, you still need a Bravo clearance. But the Bravo clearance in San Diego is super easy. They give it to you 99% of the time, and they give it to you really far out. They treat San Diego Bravo like they would typical Class Charlie. You still need to hear the words. You're cleared through the Bravo, but functionally you're cleared so far in advance that you don't really need to worry about planning your transition necessarily. So, you know, like if you're going through a Charlie and you're on with flight following, you know, you don't need clearance into the Charlie. You can just, you know, if they don't want you in the Charlie, they'll tell you. Otherwise, if your flight path is taking you inside that airspace, it's totally fine. Whoop, there's our altitude. So, you know, you don't really have to go around, divert, do whatever. You just, you know, barrel right through. You still need to hear cleared to the Bravo in San Diego, but functionally they clear you so early that you just fly direct and not worry about the airspace because you've already been given the clearance. It is handled uniquely as far as Bravos are concerned. But it's nice to go into the flight knowing that, yeah, we're going to be fine. And they do make it easy enough too, the way that the airspace is arranged. that you don't have to really worry about too much anyway. There's a nice little corridor, which I would actually call a corridor, unlike what LAX has. So they actually have what I would call a corridor, and it makes it very easy to plan, because it's still good to know where you would go if you don't get the Bravo clearance, because it's not guaranteed. So always plan to stay out of it, but they will let you in. And the way to do that for Montgomery is Mount Soledad. So we're gonna grab this guy and drop it. I think we're right about here, and it is VPS MS Mount Soledad. If you go direct Mount Soledad, that will take you at 3,500. That will take you right to Montgomery without touching any Bravo airspace.
90 Uniform Lima, contact base, speed approach 118.
That is super cool. So even though it's Bravo, we got essentially 2 Bravo airports. Why is this plane shaking like crazy? Altitude hold is going nuts. Okay, so
Take us to the approach,
trim it is. But yeah, it's intimidating because it's technically 2 Bravos, but it's really not difficult to navigate at all. You know, navigate, be in, fly around. They're very, very accommodating. All right, let's pull the power back to 25. The props at 2,500, and that should be pretty nice. And we'll be a little bit off. We'll be a little bit offshore here, which is fine. But you know, I would normally ask if the restricted area is cold. Usually is, and hug it a little bit closer to the shore there, but we're fine out here for now. Mammoth, thank you for following. Welcome, happy Saturday. What's up, Dilly? Fantastic, man. How are you doing? How's your weekend going so far? Just bought 5950X. Nice. You shouldn't feel guilty, man. That's a beast. You'll be happy with that for a long time. I just spent $1,200 on a telephone, and I feel guilty. Weather's nice. Just been doing some prep for the NFL draft. Sweet. I thought I did my hair better than what it's looking like. It's going like all over the place. I am not an Apple person. I am a Samsung phone dude. Right, like my that looks a little bit better. I'm wondering if it's like less contrasty on the camera, so it doesn't have to look super good. But yeah, I got the S21 Ultra, the big old son of a bitch. So that's gonna be sweet. They don't have the 512 gigabyte one. I would actually look at. I was actually close to getting that one. Hang on. I would have got the 512 gigabyte one, but they just don't have them anymore. They're like fully out of stock. So I got the 256, which is still almost double what my phone has now, even with an expanded storage. So I think it'll be fine. You know, I can be a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. I like 264 sounds like it should be fine. 12 gigabytes of RAM is pretty crazy for a phone as well, so that'll be cool. What's up, Draconis? New to Microsoft, still in tutorials. Right on, dude. Well, you are about to enter in a world of aviation that there's no coming back from, man. It's so fun. Google Pixel's pretty good. Google makes a good phone. It's not, yeah, dude. It's a full-on computer. I mean, it's the price of a laptop. If I get a docking station with a keyboard, I mean, that's a full-on tablet computer mini laptop. You know, it's just like got so much power, and it's totally crazy. The Snapdragon 888 is so cool. I'm pretty excited to see what that thing can do. Yeah, exactly, Dull Geek. Exactly. Well, if you are new, let me invite you to our Discord community, and we've got a ton of CFIs and real-world pilots that can help you along, even just the flight sim journey. So if you're new and you're looking for some support, that is the place to go. Called a guy about a Comanche today. It called 45 minutes after I posted. I was the third person. Jeez, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm going to need... thanks, Dilly. Need is not the right word, but I am going to want to have a Oakland, John Wayne to Oakland little commuter. Something that can do it in under 3 hours, potentially, or preferably. All right. It is the bottom of the hour, which means we are switching fuel tanks. So fuel pump is on. Fuel pressure looks good. Switching to left tank. Fuel pressure still looks good. Fuel pump coming off. Again, fuel pressure looks good. How would a CJ4? How long would a CJ4 do it in? The CJ4 I don't know, but the Brad took me in an XL, and the XL took 45 minutes to do it. So I don't know. I mean, it's under an hour, I would imagine, for a CJ4, possibly. Oh yeah, Nuke, that is I don't even remember what they call that, but it's like an auto extender. There's some feature that is not functional here. At least it wasn't. Is it now functional? No, it's just the emergency one. That it auto extends the gear at a certain combination. There is a pitot tube on the side here that when that gets slow enough, so you see that pitot tube on the side sticking out there on the side of the fuselage, that's the auto gear extend system. So when that pitot tube senses whatever speed it is, it will automatically extend the gear, and it is a really stupid system. But yeah, they modeled that light flashing. So, kind of a cool idea in theory, but didn't really work. Mammoth, welcome to the Discord community. Thank you for joining. It's really fun. We went, was that last week? I was in Montgomery last week. We went VFR in a Citation 1, Cessna, it's a 501, Citation 1, 501, basically the same thing. And this is a different flight in a jet. It is. VFR in a jet down there is pretty funny, but they're like so accommodating, man. You're cleared direct as soon as we checked into SoCal. We were just direct right to Montgomery. But it's not a very exciting airport. The layout's not exciting, the runways are not exciting, but once you're on the ground there, like it's a beautiful, not even approach, but it's beautiful getting there because you're along the coast, and then as you're making the eastbound turn, you've got downtown San Diego off your right wing, which is pretty cool. And then once you're there, though, it's just it's relatively busy. It's got some stuff going on, but the restaurant is great. It's one of the...
Contact SoCal approach 134.2. Alaska 176, contact Oakland Center 127.45. A3364, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
19.6 Cherokee A3364.
EVGA 459, Las Vegas, altimeter 2968.
Come on. SoCal approach Cherokee 83364, 3500 Zulu at Montgomery.
Cherokee 83364, SoCal approach San Diego, altimeter 2999.
2999 Cherokee 364. Alright. But yeah, so it's a very mundane Delta airport. But the restaurant is so good, the flight is so easy, it's, cross country. There's a bunch of factors which make it kind of a go-to for, hey, where do you want to go to dinner tonight? Oh yeah, that's another thing, is the restaurant is open late, so it's one of 2 airport cafes. I'm not sure about Camarillo, but for sure that I know of 2 airport cafes that are actually open late for dinner, which is really nice, especially because night flying in SoCal is so much fun. Air is smooth, it's quieter, getting a sunset is nice, so that's really, really great. And so many of the airport restaurants around here close at like 2, so it's such a pain in the ass if you want to do more of an evening flight to find a good place to eat. Montgomery's one of them. Rigorian, thank you very much, man. Happy Saturday. I appreciate that, dude. appreciate that a lot. It's obviously fun. Like, look, this is not difficult, but it is. No, let me rephrase that. It is difficult. It's tough. It's not easy to do.
Destination
to do
ATC
these.
126.
And it does take some effort to, you know, keep them coming out. But it's been 3 or 4 years of doing them, and I love it. The community that we've built around these silly little videos has been such a blast to be with, and I've met so many cool people and continue to meet cool people that I wouldn't have traded this for anything. Oh, Draconis, you haven't been to Montgomery yet? Dude, it is a absolute, like, no-brainer go-to. It's so good. I've been there. I've been to Montgomery and at that restaurant so many times, more times than any other place I've been to. And again, it's not that it's like so pretty or fun or exciting. Like, it's a pretty straightforward, just straight shot. But it's because it's so easy and the food is so good and the restaurant is so great. It's a really, really easy one to agree on. It's the place where it's like, hey, you guys want to, you know, meet up someplace for dinner? Where do you want to go? I don't want to go there. That's a little far. Oh, that's a little closer. Like Montgomery? Yeah, Montgomery. Okay, and then that's it. It's super easy to get everyone to agree to. Especially if they're West Flow, something really cool about coming in over the 15 and having the runway rise to you. Pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, it's cool from both sides. I'm fine with either one. I like coming in a little bit higher, coming into 2.8, going over La Jolla here, and you get the nice turn, awesome view of San Diego from a little bit higher altitude. Just pretty. I mean, this is awesome. You can see Mexico out there very clearly, and these mountains to the east are really cool. San Diego is very hilly. I wouldn't say it's mountainous, but it's rougher terrain than you would think. That conversation makes you realize aviation unlocks a smaller world. Big time, man. Yeah, it's absolutely shrinks it like crazy.
Charlie Delta, how do you read? Good at 459, contact Las Vegas approach.
What plane, Crowell? I mean, I usually default to pilot error, but doesn't mean that it's the case for you.
Exit jet 49, level 16,000, cocktail 1.
Cool.
Jet 4,
So
59, Las Vegas approach, altimeter 2968, spec fish approach running 1908.
Getting the thing stopped quickly is helpful for the restaurant. What are you using to control it?
SoCal approach is turn 6
It shouldn't be constantly doing that. You should be able to get it
SoCal approach
trimmed out and relatively stable.
2995.
Like, I have it on heading mode right now, but I'm manually trimming.
Squawk V4, please exchange approved.
Squawk V4, Charlie Delta.
All right, honeycomb yoke. Yeah, you should not be having any issues like that. Maybe the sensitivity's out of whack or something. So right now, like, we would be clear to the Bravo right now, and we got the airport in sight. SoCal approach, Cherokee 83364. We have Montgomery in sight.
Cherokee 83364, Montgomery Tower, 19.2 squawk VFR.
19.2 squawk in VFR, Cherokee 83364. Montgomery Tower, good afternoon, Cherokee 83364, 3500 just over Mount Soledad, inbound information Zulu, full stop.
We're 83364 Montgomery Tower, enter left downwind, runway 28 right, report midfield.
Left downwind for 28 right, we will call you midfield, Cherokee 83364. Okay, so make sure, left downwind for 28 right. So we are going to be crossing the center line of 28 left. Yeah, single coil. That's a great tip. That's a great tip. And we're almost out of our little Bravo shelf here, so I'm gonna kill the autopilot. Let's check fuel. We should be good. Let's get the fuel pump coming on as we descend into the airport. There is 28 right. That is the bigger one, so we're going to cross over. Actually, you know what? At Montgomery Tower, Cherokee 83364, I'd like to request 28 left. We're going to be parking on the south side for the restaurant.
364 Roger, report midfield left downwind for 28 left.
I will call you mid downfield for 28 left, Cherokee 83364. Yeah, that's easier. Sometimes, like PilotEdge, really the only time PilotEdge deviates to any measurable way from real-world procedure almost always revolves around traffic. So, you know, a lot of the John Wayne stuff, a lot of the SoCal operations that might deviate from the real-world counterpart is due to traffic. So there's probably traffic on 28 right. So, you know, being a small plane, we're going to probably get 28 left. The notable exceptions for that would be if it's obviously an instrument approach or if we're flying at night, because 28 left is not lit. But in just normal daylight situation, a small
3025
piston like us, we're going to be given 28 left most of the time. There's no point in having us cross over 20 left to get to the south end.
3025 Foxtrot, departure frequency 119.6, squawk 3265.
Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 3265, 3025 Foxtrot.
300 ceilings, nice. Nice and low.
John Wayne clearance delivery, Cessna Skylane 1713 Charlie, requesting IFR clearance to San Diego.
We're 1713 Charlie, John Wayne clearance, crew San Diego Airport on departure, turn left heading 175. The vectors to join Victor 23, then is filed, maintain 5000. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2244.
Okay, we got mixture props are full.
Clear to the San Diego
Gear
Airport,
is
fly runway heading, then turn left
coming down
175,
here.
then Victor 23, then
We're going to slow down so this guy can...
frequency
back,
128.1,
so we got
2244, 171.
3 green, no red, mixture, props, fuel.
13 Charlie, read back correct.
Montgomery Tower, Cherokee 83364, midfield, left downwind, 28 left.
Downwind, full runway 30 right, full stop.
We're 90 to form Lima, runway 30 right, clear to land.
30 right, clear to land, Starhawk 9 from Lima, thank you.
We're 364, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Cherokee 364. Alright, cool, we are good to go. Let's get the first notch of flaps
delivery,
in,
Vision
and we
Jet,
should
November
be...
7 Kilo Mike, IFR to John Wayne for the I-6.
You know, it's a network that uses your position basically to recreate a radar environment, if that makes any sense. So we can be on Microsoft, X-Plane, P3D, any simulator, and all they're seeing is a recreation of our GPS coordinates, which the simulator provides. So that's kind of
November, correction,
in a nutshell
Number
how it's
kilo,
used.
correct.
And then it taps into the simulator to use its respective radio systems to broadcast. So it's pretty complex,
500.
but that's essentially what's happening.
3025 Foxtrot, on the ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 27 via Alpha, 3025 Foxtrot.
Cool. That looks so good.
SoCal 1713 Charlie at the south ramp, ready to taxi. We have Juliet.
November 1713 Charlie, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, correction, runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha, Hotel Charlie Kilo.
20 left via Alpha, Hotel
Oh, a
Charlie
little bounce
Kilo,
there.
1713
Not
Charlie.
bad for external view though. Dude, that lighting looks
Los Angeles ground,
incredible.
7 Kilo Mike at South Ramp, ready to taxi with Lima.
I'm on Ultra. Yeah.
357 Kilo Mike, LA ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 left.
24 right, taxi via
Oh,
Alpha Foxtrot.
Look at that
hold
little
short,
beast.
20 left, or 24 left. Try 7 Kilo Mike.
7 Kilo Mike, runway 25 right, runway 25 right, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, hold short, runway 25 left.
25 right, via Alpha Foxtrot, hold short, 25 at left, try 57 Kilo Mike.
Montgomery Tower, Cherokee 83364, clear 28 left at Delta. We are parked at the restaurant.
Number 364, taxi via hotel and remain as frequency, good night.
Hotel, and we'll stay with you, Cherokee 83364. Have a great night. Okay, mixture's coming back, strobes are coming off, and we're going to taxi to the restaurant. The other thing about Montgomery that makes it a really easy answer for where to go to get something to eat is the parking is super easy. It's right up front. It seems to always have a fair bit of room, and it makes it so easy. I mean, you just pull it around. I am a non-tie down in transient for food kind of person. I don't know if I don't know how controversial that is, but parking brake. The plane's right in front of me. It's not windy. No need for tying it down, which is nice for level of effort to just get into a restaurant. But
if you guys do like these videos, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel.
White Leg, thank you. Also subscribe. I love how he kind of fumbles through that. It's so awesome. Okay, so the restaurant is not actually depicted here, but it would be right here. It would be here. So we're just gonna pretend it's right there. I feel good. I feel better about, you know, I'm pretty confident in, you know, picking back up when I'm rusty because I am very consistent with the simulator, and doing a quick little tune-up flight like this, you know, recreating a flight that I'm going to do in real life, even though I'm going to have a CFII with me, it's still good to just be a little bit sharp, you know, go through the motions of the flight. Mentally, it helps me prepare scenery-wise, navigation-wise, what we're doing, and can hop into the plane tomorrow, and I already think like I've done it, so screw it.